कीधु तू होगा तू बेस्ट.
Let's see, are you internet?
Yeah, so we are live. Okay. So, good afternoon, viewers. First of all, wishing you all a very happy Mother's Day. I hope today and tomorrow will be great for all the mothers out there. So, today we have with us a very special guest. Like, this is a mother daughter duo, Richa and Hiya. So, first of all, welcome Richa and Hiya to WomenShine.
Thank
This
you.
This mother-daughter duo has been doing small business and they started in the pandemic. It has been with the support and inspiration of the mother that the daughter could begin something of her own at a very small age. So now let's see what they have to say about their journey, about their business, and what they are planning for the future. So let's begin. My first question would be, how did is it's for here? How did you came up with the idea of starting something of your own at such a young age?
Okay. So like I maybe was in fifth or fourth, and I am like fond of art. I love painting, drawing, or just doing something innovative, you can say. So I used to tell my mom to just get some stuff, and I used to make that DIY diyas with that paper thing, and sometimes used to paint wood cardboards and make some beautiful diyas. So I shown my mom that I like she was teaching some business class, yeah, so some business class, and I was so interested in that because I am like very into business because it's like good thing. So I was like hearing her lecture and session. After it was
It was
over,
related to
entrepreneurship, yes, I remember. So I was like, I also want to do this, can I do it? So she was like, yeah, you can definitely do it, but you need some idea, yes, business idea. So I shown her my creative work, and she was like, "This is pretty good. You can maybe go at some other day. You can make it a big, but you need to start working on this." So we used to make diyas and used to say
Clay diyas.
not
And
painting. Yeah, we used to paint them and just give it to the relatives. And the next year I wanted to do big or more, so we started finding materials to make it like in modern diyas, because currently in the Pinterest diyas are in very trend when it's Diwali. So we started making like beautiful modern diyas, not that clay or mati ke diya, and it slowly expanded, and we are very happy for that. That's my answer. Are you gonna answer something?
Yeah. So, what was your inspiration behind this idea? Did you ever saw somebody doing it, or you just wanted to use your creativity to reach to the masses?
I want okay. I wanted to do it by myself after I had some courage, because my mom used to support me all the time, as well as her
Okay, I think we just lost connection. We'll be reconnecting soon. Yeah, we're back. It's okay. Technology do this. That's okay.
yes, yes.
So yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, so I had my own inspirations from what I was making, because I was very passionate for it, and after my mom supported me to do it. Otherwise, some people does not support me and still does not, but my mom supports me all the time, and her business classes or entrepreneurship classes always helps me. That's my
Okay,
answer.
that is great. So, how this question is for both of you. How has your relationship evolved from a mother daughter to business partners or doing something together rather than just a mother daughter relationship? How has that relationship evolved? How has that changed? So, firstly, to Richa.
You?
So initially it was a rough idea. Gradually she started researching meeting people.
Oh, I think we are just losing connection here. We'll be connecting soon. Yeah.
So initially it was just a raw idea. It was all about keeping occupied, keeping creative during the pandemic. And me as a mother thought that if a little one wants to give a try on something, one should always be democratic, and that's the home environment of ours is. So gradually she started researching, meeting people, and gathering ideas came up to a bigger scale. Thereafter, she started understanding the core of business, and gradually, we became a team instead of mother and child. So,
Yeah.
there were some outsourcing things and dealing with people outside, which I took care of, and internal planning, execution of orders, making them, packaging was always her call. So gradually, from mother and daughter, it was all about being team member. It was all about being partnering to the thing, and her inputs rather were more sensible and realistic than mine. So it
Oh,
was a gradual evolution of her being an entrepreneur from a social entrepreneur.
that's great, actually. That's really inspiring. So,
Thank
tell me, where do you want to take this business? Like, you're just doing dias right now. What are your future plans for the business?
I'll give answer. My ways, like I'm not sure it would work or not, but my plan is to make it an international brand with not just selling diyas and diwalis, that whole package thing where you can buy crates, you can make homemade designs for gifting partners or anything which is possible, which I'm working on, but not properly because of exams. But I'm sure maybe in 2 to 3 years we'll again start that. Like my plans are, which I
Oh,
have not told my mom whole thing.
it's
I
a surprise
kept
for
with
her.
myself. Yes.
So that's great, actually. So, how do you manage your business and your studies?
What?
Can you please repeat, ma'am?
How do you manage your studies and your business together?
I cannot understand the question.
It's not
How,
audible much.
how do you
Okay, it's
manage
not
your
audible.
studies? Hello, can you hear me now? Yeah, we're just losing connection here. But it's so lovely to see, like, he at such a young age doing such great and having so many big dreams for her future. I hope she's able to achieve all her dreams.
Yes.
And yeah. So, yeah, tell me, how do you manage your studies and your business?
Okay, studies is my first priority because I want to study in London. So I tried to keep up with my studies, but I'm just not good into subjects like Hindi and Gujarati. So it's sometimes hard for me to keep up with both of the things. And business is also my favorite thing because it helps me to build my creativity into another level, but I kind of manage it. I make it a schedule, and just not these two things. I do maybe activities or something, so that I don't get bored with my business and with my studies, as well as I had some activities to make my daily life an
Active life.
active life. Yes.
Yeah. So, for Richa, what changes have you seen in your daughter before she was just like a regular student and now she's a entrepreneur? What
So when
changes?
the first year, when it was pandemic hit and it was online exam, she could manage both. But second year, the time was exactly when her terminal exams were approaching and Diwali too was approaching. With
Yeah.
a very good success rate of first year, there were recurring orders and corporate orders already taken. And
Okay.
meanwhile, it was a little straining on her part to get academics and work both balanced well. So we had a very high target, which we practically decided that we will not be able to cater and we will go slow. So
Okay.
this Elixir Foundation, who was running the UNICEF Gujarat activities, they too invited her for a chat show of the students of her age doing some entrepreneurship. When she speaks publicly, I see that her confidence, if she would have done nothing of this kind, and to what she is right now, is quite different. She is bold enough to speak up, she can take decisions on her own. And even in both the years of her business course, I saw her saying me that, Mama, these payments are pending, kindly get me done. Mama, these things the raw material wala has to give, but he is delaying it. Owing to that, I'm not facing timely execution. Mama, we need some manpower because I alone cannot do it further. Like I was telling her that here next year we want to sell it online as well. So her question was, we will need a lot of team with manpower. We will need a very strong team. Now I teach all this to 11th and 12th grade commerce students, but this is what I practically see her going through,
Actually,
and she
yeah,
is understanding it. So I have this message for the society that if children they are willing to do something, we always should support them. They'll come up with their finest version, even if we support them to a very little extent.
that's true.
It's all about just being a support system. They don't need anything beyond that. uh, i I, if I think about my contribution in these 2 years and her doing it, I feel that she played a dominant role in the project. But that is because somebody is always there to push her. Never saying no is required in our society now.
Yeah, that's actually true. So, how are you
Espe-
both celebrating Mother's Day today and tomorrow? What that
Yes,
I
yes.
think Mia will answer. What's
Oh my god,
special?
I'll answer.
I'll be
Yeah,
regular with food.
because
Yeah, actually,
that is
I had okay.
okay.
So I have a crazy demand which I'm going to ask right now. Of course, we'll have pizza, which is my favorite food, as well
But
as
it's
what
Mother's
I
Day.
think I
It should
don't
be a
really
mother's
know.
favorite thing.
So tell them you will give me something, then I'll ask what.
Gift or something.
A very good eating habit.
Nah, no, 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 no. So basically, she wants me to eat healthy food every day, which is not possible for me because I'm very picky in food. So that's not gonna possible. Next question, please.
Next question. Okay. So, any challenges you both faced in your journey? So, matlab being a small, not a small child, but with your age, do people really take up you seriously or giving you big orders? So, any sort of
Okay.
challenges if you encountered, and how
Okay.
did you cope up
So
with them?
like maybe this was once when we went for buying that raw material, remember? So the I was like, Uncle, मुझे ये चाहिए, and he was literally not focusing on me. So that kind of thing irritates me. Like there are many people who motivated me, but still, because of some people, it's kind of hard for everyone who is doing this kind of small businesses or like
I think we're losing connection again. We'll be reconnecting soon. I think Nia is full of enthusiasm to take this business to greater heights. And let me just talk to her and see what has happened. And she's just going to come back. There's a network issue. Definitely. Hope they're joining.
Oh, yes. We are back.
Hello.
Sorry,
There's
sorry.
a lot of network problems that is happening.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. That happens. So we were talking about. You talking about. I had just asked you a question to hear. So, how did you face any difficulty in your journey, and how did you cope up with that?
Okay.
The first time we started was the time when my husband was not in the state. He was in Delhi, and we did not had this word that these are our plans. So with all the money that I had at home, I invested in capital, and we just started it vague without having any single clue whether it will work. And so wheresoever we went for the very first time for material also, we had to ask them for partial credit, because being very first time doing into it, obviously they were also not so very much sure about the recovery.
That's true.
Thereafter, once it was made, and we started getting support from family and relatives, we started getting corporate orders. So I always wanted that since this project happens to be my of my little one, she should take involvement. And wherever she went, sometimes she was taken for granted. Sometimes she felt that I'm not taken so seriously. But at a stage of time when she started getting good results, she felt good about it. And
Right.
then later it was not an issue. Even raw track.
I think they'll be connecting soon. Hello again.
Yes.
Yes.
So even
Yeah.
Rotaract Rajkot, Rotaract 360 supported her the last time, 2021.
Okay. So, my next question would be to hear. Yeah. So, since do you also have friends who are doing some sort of business, or do you have any word of advice for them if there is anybody of your age, of your class, who wants to start business? So, any sort of inspirational words that you want to tell them?
Okay. So like I am the one in my friend group who is doing this entrepreneurship, but I know some of my friends they like to dancing, some likes to do this art and craft session, and one of my friend actually started for my like whole group if you want to do any craft or painting. So I just want to tell that friend like she should keep going on this because like her she is an awesome talented girl, but because of the studies and because of some issues she stopped it. So I just want to tell her that again that she should do this, and it's a very great opportunity for her to do. Maybe she'll be next person who will doing like this and being in this whole famous thing. And all to my all friends, they are very creative, very unique. They just need to more think about this entrepreneurship, and maybe they will be the next entrepreneur like Bill
That's,
Gates.
yeah, that's true. That's great. Very nice. So, our next question would be to you, Richa. There's any word of advice for all the mothers out there who, like, you want to say something that how they should inspire their children, and they should trust their trust their children if they want to start something of their own at a young age, and which will be affecting their
Yes,
studies.
right. So, in our patriarchal system, if a boy child must have asked for something to start at early age, the reaction would be very nice. But then, if a girl demands, it's not that easy. So, the beginning of getting a girl child doing something lies with the courage of mothers. So, I would like to say this to all the mothers out here that let us not be gender specific. Let us not judge our children because they are only individuals. Let them give a try. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होगा? They learn that failure is also part of life at early age. Nothing wrong about it. But get them this courage within them, which will help them to ace in rest of their life more smooth way, or maybe very easily to what we did face maybe.
That's true, actually. That's nice. So it was very nice talking to you, Richa and Hia. All the best for your business. I hope it grows to be the biggest and the biggest and the brightest. So wishing you both a very happy Mother's Day, and thank you for joining in today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Women Shine. Thank you, Rini ma'am.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.